Do you ever feel like you're falling behind financially? No matter how hard you work, you are not just getting ahead. Well, here's the surprising truth. You might be doing way better than you think. And the signs are right in front of you. In this video, I'm going to break down the clear, undeniable signs that you are on the path to financial success, even if it doesn't feel like it right now. Trust me, by the end of this video, you will realize you are closer to being rich than you ever imagined. Let me prove that to you. Let's face it, money is one of the biggest stressors in life. It's easy to feel like everyone around you is doing better, driving nicer cars, buying bigger houses, or taking luxurious vacations. But here's the thing. What we see isn't always reality. Social media and comparison culture make it seem like everyone has it figured out. But the truth is, most people are struggling just like you. Studies show that nearly 60% of adults live paycheck to paycheck, and 41% don't even have enough savings to cover $1,000 emergency. So, if you're feeling behind, you are not alone. And in many cases, you might already have some hidden financial strengths that put you ahead of the pack. Curious to know what those signs are? Let's dive in, starting with a simple yet powerful indicator of financial stability. One of the clearest signs you're doing better than most is something many people completely overlook. Let's talk about it. So how do you know if you're doing better financially? Even when it doesn't feel like it, it starts with recognizing the small but powerful signs of financial stability. These signs often appear without us even realizing it, but they are the foundation of long-term success. For example, have you noticed that you are consistently paying your bills on time? It's not just a habit, it's a sign of financial control. When this started happening for most people, it wasn't because they suddenly got rich. It began when they made the decision to prioritize their finances over unnecessary spending. Another clear sign is having some money set aside in savings, even if it's just a few $100s. This often happens when you start focusing on building an emergency fund or cutting back on small expenses like eating out or impulse buys. It's not about having thousands, it's about building habits that set the stage for bigger financial wins. The key takeaway: progress happens step by step. It doesn't start with massive changes, it begins with small, consistent efforts. Now, let's move on to some other overlooked signs that you are doing better than most. And speaking of overlooked signs, this next one might surprise you. It's all about how you handle debt and financial challenges. Let's start with debt, a word that makes most people uneasy. But here's the truth. Having a debt isn't always the problem. It's how you manage it that counts. If you're paying down your debt consistently, even if it's just a few each month, you're already doing better than most people. What does it look like? It could be prioritizing high-interest debt first, making on-time payment, or avoiding adding new debt unnecessarily. These habits build financial discipline, and they are a sign that you are moving in the right direction. The majority of people feel overwhelmed by debt, but if you've taken control, even partially, you are ahead of the game. Now that we've covered debt management, let's look at another big sign of financial progress: your ability to plan and prepare for the unexpected. Have you started setting aside money for emergencies? If so, you are way ahead of the curve. Most people don't have even $1,000 saved for unexpected expenses, like medical bills, car repairs, or job loss. Creating an emergency fund, even a small one, is one of the smartest financial moves you can make. It means you are not relying on credit cards or loans when life throws you a curveball. Most importantly, it shows that you are thinking ahead and prioritizing stability over instant gratification. If you've got any amount of savings tucked away for emergencies, congratulations, you are building a solid financial foundation. Speaking of smart financial moves, let's dive into a skill that separates those who struggle from those who thrive: building, budgeting, and tracking expenses. Here's a simple but powerful sign you are doing better than most. You know where your money is going. Many people avoid budgeting because they think it's restrictive. But the truth is, budgeting gives you freedom. When you track your income and expenses, you are able to make smarter decisions and stretch your money further. Budgeting doesn't mean you have to live like a monk. It just means you are aware of your spending habits and can adjust as needed. Apps like Mint or even a simple spreadsheet can help you track your finances and see where you can cut back or save more. If you're already doing this, it's a clear indicator that you are in control of your money, not the other way around. And here's the final sign that proves you are on the road to financial success, and it's something that goes beyond numbers. The last and perhaps most important sign is that you are investing in your growth. This could mean learning new skills, taking courses, or even working on your health and mindset. When you focus on improving yourself, you are setting yourself up for bigger opportunities. People who prioritize their personal growth tend to earn more, save more, and build stronger financial futures. It's about seeing yourself as your greatest asset and making choices that increase your long-term value. Whether it's picking up a side hustle, attending workshops, or simply reading books on finance, every step you take to grow as a person is a step toward financial success. Now that we've identified the signs, let's bring it all together and talk about how these habits make you better off than most and how to keep building on them. Here is the twist. Even if you're doing all the right things financially, it might not feel like you're ahead. And why is that? Because progress, especially financial progress, often happens slowly without obvious milestones. It's easy to get discouraged when you're focused on how far you still have to go rather than how far you've already come. Maybe your savings account doesn't feel like much compared to someone else's, or your debt isn't shrinking as fast as you would hope. But here's the truth. Comparison is the enemy of progress. What really matters is consistency. Wealth building is a marathon, not a sprint. As long as you keep making those small, smart decisions, paying down debts, saving a little each month, investing in yourself, you are on the right path. The key is to trust the process, even when results aren't immediate. And now let's bring it all together. What does this all mean? And how can you use these signs to keep moving forward? Let's find out. So what's the big takeaway? If you're doing any of these things, managing debt, planning for the future, budgeting, or investing in yourself, you're already ahead of the majority. The journey to financial success isn't about perfection. It's about progress. Each habit you've built, each smart decision you've made is a stepping stone toward a brighter future. And the best part, once these habits are in place, they compound over time, making it easier to achieve your goals. Remember, financial success doesn't look the same for everyone. For some, it's about building wealth. For others, it's about creating security or freedom. Whatever your goals are, know this. If you're working towards them, you are doing better than most people. Celebrate your wins, no matter how small, and keep pushing forward. It's easy to underestimate your progress, but the signs are there. You are building habits and making decisions that will lead to long-term financial success. Whether it's managing debts, saving for the future, or investing in yourself, these are all signs that you are on the right path. If this video opened your eyes to how far you've already come, don't stop there. Check out our other videos for more tips on managing money, building wealth, and reaching your financial goals. If this video was helpful, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the notifications so you are always in the loop. Keep moving forward, and remember, the journey to wealth is a marathon, not a sprint. I will see you in our next video.